Ladies and gentlemen, we are about a week away from probably the most intense, and I don't know how to describe this weekend, this coming weekend. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. And it doesn't really apply to where I live at now, but as a Detroiter, it becomes prevalent. I'm from the old school, so I'm gonna call it what I remember it as, Devil's Night or Devil's Night Weekend or whatever you want to call it. It's basically the time period between the 29th and the 1st. It's actually the 30th to the 1st, but the way I figure it, since Halloween falls on a Sunday, 29th falls on a Friday, and then Monday's the 1st, so it's going to be a 4-day week. Now, I had did a video log, excuse me, about horror movies. Now, I'm talking about real horror to the point where even the city of Detroit can't imagine, where anything and everything gets burnt to the ground. It's called Devil's Night for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. It's because of the fact that the devil comes out and plays rough. Now, they call it Angel's Night now to try and make it a positive connotation, but I'm going to be honest, I'm from the old school. I'm from the late 70s, early 80s, when nobody went out trick-or-treating. If you did, you didn't go trick-or-treating house to house. You went to neighborhood centers to neighborhood centers. You did not go trick-or-treating alone, especially in Detroit back then. So the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I talked about in my previous vlog about horror movies of the 1980s. Well, part of the 1980 horror thing to me, being a Detroiter, is the fact that not only do you have the situation is you have to not only watch the most scariest movies you have to see, you also have the privilege of going outside and praying that some crazy nut isn't burning down your house. So this is my countdown, so to speak. We're about a week, less than a week away from the most horrific time in Michigan, Detroit, whatever you want to call it, history. In my opinion.